Good afternoon. My name is Dave Recker. I'm the 2013 Minneapolis Aquatennial Commodore. What a delight to be participating in such nice summer weather. It's also my pleasure to introduce the former ambassador from the city of Red Wing, Minnesota, and now the 2013 Queen of the Lakes, Carly Smith.
Thank you so much for having here for the Sister Cities event in Minneapolis. What a great community to bring together such a diverse community. We're really looking forward to this being our first year partnering with the program, and we look forward to continuing the relationship in the future. Thank you.
Welcome to the 6th Annual Sister Cities Day here at Nicollet Island Pavilion. My name is Bill Deef. I work for Meet Minneapolis, the Convention and Visitors Association, and together with my colleagues in my department, we work with all the Sister City groups that are assembled here today. And we're pleased that you could join us. We are represented by 10 sister cities. We have 10 international relationships around the world that have established formal relations with the city of Minneapolis. And we're pleased to be part of the Minneapolis Aquatennial, our annual summer celebration. And of course, we're giving away free ice cream, but you need a ticket to get that ice cream. So stop outside, get a ticket, and you can make your own sundae over in the corner over here.
So please enjoy today. We've got a bunch of kids actually out here.
Bonjour, bienvenue à la ville de Tours qui est jumelée avec Minneapolis. Et c'est une ville magnifique et j'espère que vous joindrez notre organisation très bientôt.
I'm Carl Reichert. I'm chair of the Minneapolis Co-opio Partnership. It's our sister city relationship. It's now 40 years strong.
And what type of activities are you involved with?
Well, the thing that with the Co-opio Partnership that we have is that we have strong interest in education, cultural arts, business. So we're very active with the Minnesota-Finland Chamber of Commerce. We work with the Finlandia Foundation Twin Cities chapter. But we're really interested in building more bridges to Kuopio and to Finland. And we view Kuopio as really the gateway to Finland for Minneapolis.
And Carl, part of all sister cities, of course, are delegations back and forth between each city. What's new on your end?
Well, we have a delegation of 9 people going in August, and we're actually going to be the guests of Kuopio, the mayor and the city, to celebrate our 40th anniversary. And while we're there, Council Member Lisa Goodman's going to be leading the delegation with me, and we're very excited because we have some business leaders, medical folks in the medical field, education, and the arts. And so when we're there, we're going to really get to know the city better, and we're going to actually toast our 40-year relationship.
A good example of sister cities both on the cultural and economic side.
Oh, absolutely. I think in the cultural arts, which is my field, I actually work in the arts, we're very interested in trying to develop more cultural exchanges. There's just so much for us to learn from the Finnish culture, and the Finns are actually very interested in our culture. I actually am the director of the Capri Theater in North Minneapolis, and kind of the heart of the African-American neighborhood on the north side of Minneapolis. The Finns have a lot of interest in hip-hop. And I've learned a lot about hip-hop over the years working at the Capri. So I would love to find ways to actually bring some of our hip-hop artists over to Kuopio. And they have a very strong heavy metal scene over there, and the youth are really involved in music. There are a lot of significant ties with music and the arts, and we're really hoping to try to find more ways to build those bridges with Minneapolis and the cultural arts, because we have a phenomenal scene here, as we know. When it comes to business, there's just so much related to the technology fields and medical devices and all of that, so we'd really like to build our ties to Finland that way, and that's going to be one of the goals of our delegation as well. We also think about education, and Finland is known as having one of the best education systems in the world, so we really want to try to find ways to have exchanges with teachers, students. They have phenomenal language camps over in Finland to teach Finnish, and so we are really looking at ways to try to send more young people and adults back and forth, and to actually host them here as well. And we had the mayor of Kuopio here in 2011, which was really a terrific visit for us. And we were really thrilled that he was able to participate in a lot of activities here.
Thanks for your help. Oh, that's great. Okay. That's good.
I can roll better than you. Nice job. You made a cylinder.
At least he had the
Andrew, now you start rolling. See, mine is more rounded. Ta-da! No, good, that's good.
A little improvisation there.
Good enough. Now I don't know the rest. Okay. You crumple it all up, which I cannot do.
How are you doing?
There.
Okay, I'm going to try and demonstrate since this is my idea.
Okay.
Which I cannot do.
Okay, first of all, you make a little ball. You mash it down so that it's nice and
That's
round.
exactly what I did, Rainy. No,
Okay.
I never did that.
And then you roll it this way to keep the roundness. And then once it's about this thickness, then you go around the edges and make the edges
That's
only
exactly what I...
half.
That's exactly
Make
what
the
I was
edges
doing.
only half as thick, so that when you pinch them together, they would be the same thickness as the middle. So you put that in the middle, and then you pinch these little sides so that it looks almost like a skirt, like you're making a skirt. See? Then you pinch the middle of this side to the middle of that, and then finish. Then go all around and finish. If this were real meat, of course you need to be really make sure that you pinch it all inside. Now, is that pretty?
Very
That's
good.
a dumpling.
Nice.
And you can cook it in 3 different ways. You can cook it like noodles in water, or you can pan fry them until the bottom is brown, and then add a little water to help cook the inside. Those are called pot stickers, which is the way Americans like them the most. Then finally, you could also steam them.
Nice.
And Chinese like it the traditional way, which is cooked in water dumpling.
Gail Besky, tell us a little bit about the Tours Sister City.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Well, Minneapolis and Tours have been sister cities for about 22 years now, and basically the relationship is ongoing and is very active. We've had a number of cultural and artist type exchanges over the past 22 years.
Gail, do you have any educational exchanges?
Yes, we've also had some educational exchanges, and we've had classes who have gone to Tours, and we've also have we have a program that's starting right now between elementary schools in Tours and in Minneapolis about everything that has to do with eating and the food and gardening and seeds and recipes and things like that.
So you work closely with the Alliance Francaise in promoting the French culture in Minneapolis.
Yes, we do, but we're focused specifically on Tours, which is a medium-sized city in the middle of France, sort of central France, located on the Loire Valley, and it's very similar to Minneapolis in a lot of ways. There's a river. There's a focus on sustainability. There are a lot of bike paths. There's a light rail line. So it's a very similar city.
Gail, you have a cultural exchange coming up that you're preparing for.
Yes, we have a couple of musicians, Mark and Clara, who are going to be performing French art song as part of the prestigious Poulenc Academy. That's in Tours. They will be going to Tours in August, at the end of August, and we're going to actually be doing a salon performance in early August, and we'll be selling tickets for that if anybody's interested, and to help them get over to Tours. So that's one of the things we're trying to do, is encourage these types of cultural and music exchanges.
If someone is interested in joining the Tours Sister City organization, how would they go about that?
Sure. Well, we have a website. It's mplstours.org. And I think if you just search for Minneapolis and Tours, you'll find our website. You can register online, and you can find out, there's no obligation or anything like that, but no cost. You can find out anything about what's going on with Minneapolis and Tours. And we also have a Facebook page.
Mark and Claire, you're going to go to Tours on a cultural exchange.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited to go over to Tours. I'm a mezzo-soprano, and I sing around town, and I'm excited to sing over there with Mark. So.
Mark, are you looking forward to going to France?
I am. I've only been in France for about 8 hours on a layover once, so this will be a nice, much longer extended period of time over there. But we'll be attending the Francis Poulenc Academy, which is an institute dedicated to studying and performing French art songs. And so it's a great opportunity for us, to being a sister city of Minneapolis, for us to really promote this genre that we love so much.
Well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
John Quincy, 11th Ward Council Member. How do sister city relationships help the city of Minneapolis?
I think sister city relationships are kind of the foundation of what we do, especially my role on Meet Minneapolis and our Convention and Visitors Bureau. It really shows how cross cultures people get together, and that gives the opportunity for our education system and our businesses to all exchange ideas and exchange products. That's what we're about.
John, I've heard many times over the years about how much knowledge is transferred back and forth between our sister cities, especially at that staff level, how to technically run a city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen it a lot. Our staff has a presence in some of these relationships, various things, whether we're in public safety or in public works departments. And their staffs also learn from us. So it's a great exchange of ideas that really shows each other how to use best practices and use good ideas, and they work in some places, and where they work in other places better, we should always explore new ideas. You know, Michael, it's really fascinating to me to look back, and the Sister Cities relationship started 52 years ago in Santiago, Chile, and now it spans the world as we've just begun our relationship with Najaf, Iraq. And I think that just represents what Minneapolis is about and why we do what we do, as we keep looking for ways to build relationships with people and the peoples of the places that mean a lot to us.
Hello, my name is Sashir Chang. I'm a member of the Sister Cities Committee. I've been to Harbin twice, once with the Minneapolis delegation in 2011. The Harbin Sister City Committee, we're here fostering business and cultural ties with the city of Harbin, China, in northern China. It's a very northern climate city, very similar geography to Minneapolis. Also has a river running through it, also a very cold climate too. Some of the kind of cultural activities we've been fostering is we're working on developing a Chinese garden here in Minneapolis with garden designers from Harbin. We're also going to be sending a brass quintet to Harbin next summer as part of the 2014 Harbin International Music Festival.
If someone would like to volunteer and serve on the Harbin Minneapolis Sister City, how would they do that?
Probably the easiest way to do is just Google U.S.-China People's Friendship Association, the Minnesota chapter. That is basically the organization that's running the Harbin Sister Cities Committee, or also Meet Minneapolis, which is also just found easily through Google or through the Minneapolis.gov website.
Great. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Very good. We have a special guest who really knows the value of international expertise, Melvin Tennant.
How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. Melvin Tennant. I'm with Meet Minneapolis, the Convention and Visitors Association for the metro area. Well, I'll start even at the vision. The vision of Meet Minneapolis is to become the destination of choice. And in order to do that, we have a mission of really trying to promote travel and tourism for our area for not only economic benefit, but also for the betterment of the visitor experience. So we want visitors to have a great time when they come here, so they'll come back often. Well, I think a lot of people are surprised at how diverse internationally our community is. In fact, I think I was just looking at a statistic that we have service to almost 24 international destinations, and I think people are very surprised by that. And I think it really comes into play when we're going after conventions that require a huge international lift to get their delegates in here. So that's certainly a great benefit for us. But clearly, being here at Sister Cities Day highlights the fact that we have just resident communities that are very, very diverse in their own right, but yet blend into the whole fabric of the entire city.
Council President Barbara Johnson, how thrilling is it for you to be at Sister Cities Day here on beautiful Nicollet Island?
Well, you know, this city is so remarkable these days because of all the international connections that we have. You know, our businesses are active across the world, and, you know, we have new people coming into our community that, you know, this is their home now. And it's so great to see that celebrated as part of our Aquatennial Festival. I remember as a young woman, you know, growing up in Minneapolis, it was very homogeneous, you know, and now, my goodness, you go down Nicollet Avenue and Eat Street is full of restaurants from different cultures all across the world. You know, we have a new population of people from Somalia. It's just remarkable to see the changes in our community. A lot of Hispanic people that are that have moved here, and, you know, people come for the economic success that Minneapolis is. It's a place to land that is a place that you can get a job, that you can get a good education, and, you know, further your family's ambitions. And, you know, we are so much a better city because of that.
Barbara, the true value of sister city relationships to the city.
Well, you know, we learn so much from our partners across the world. What we do learn is that we have a lot of common problems. You know, the things that irritate people or cause concern are pretty much the same across the world. But people have good ideas about how to deal with those issues as they come forward. And so, you know, government to government, we learn from what our peers are doing, planning, emergency preparedness, all those sorts of things. We find out what people are doing in other places and learn from them, and they learn from us. And that has been a real wonderful part of our sister city relationship. The other thing that's so important, it seems to me, in our latest sister city relationship was with Najaf, Iraq, that we learned to value each other as human beings. And a lot of the work that's been done with Najaf is children writing to children in Iraq, children from Minneapolis writing to children in Iraq. And, you know, you read about the things that are going on in other countries, and it makes so much more sense, and you're so much more involved if you know somebody from that country. And that, to me, is the remarkable part of Sister City. You know, when I read about the earthquakes in Japan, I felt it personally because I knew some folks from Japan. And you feel like you need to reach out and make, you know, the help that you can give is important. And I just think that that's probably the most important thing, is the person-to-person relationship. But we've also, you know, benefited economically as a city from our connections to our sister cities across the world. You know, when we go on a sister city visit, we visit the businesses, we visit the medical institutions, you know, and we visit the universities that are in these other cities, and it's a great way to learn and then make new contacts that benefit our city economically.
So Barbara, as we wrap up our interview today here, we're on beautiful Nicollet Island, and this is a special place in the relationship between the Japanese and the citizens of Minneapolis.
Well, you know, we have a couple things on Nicollet Island that have been gifted to us because of our relationship with Ibaraki, including our beautiful Bell of Two Friends, which is a replica of a bell that was uncovered in Japan, many thousands of years old. And it also, you go through there and you make a wish, and you wish for peace for yourself, for your neighbor, And it's a wonderful thing to think about with our relationship. And that's the basis of the sister city. Know each other, and then there won't be any more wars if people understand each other. We also have lovely cherry trees that were planted several years ago as another gift to the city of Minneapolis from our Japanese visitors and friends. And so when we come on Nicollet Island, it's always a good reminder, of the importance of our sister city relationships.
Hi, I'm Carl Reinhardt. I'm the president of the Minneapolis Ibaraki Sister City Association. If you'd like to get involved with us and help us out, you can either contact me at kreinhardt, that's KREINHARD, at VISI.com, or you can go to our Facebook page. Just type MISCA in the search engine and it'll take you right to our Facebook page. Thank you very much.
I'm with Gary Wenner, the state Sister Cities coordinator. Correct. Gary, welcome to Sister Cities Day in Minneapolis.
Thank you. It's great to be here. A great event, and we're very happy. Minneapolis has been one of our lead cities developing sister cities around the world, and we think that this is one of the most important things that we can do here in Minnesota, building the international connection between peoples of the world and building friendship.
And this sister city relationships are in your blood. You're a relation. Are you a great nephew to Dwight Eisenhower?
No, we're cousins.
Cousins. And Dwight, of course, after the horrors of war, understood the need for friendships at an international level.
Right. His grandchildren told me that after World War II, he felt that there was a need for people to meet face to face and personally build the efforts of peace. And with that kind of connection, there'd be less chance of people wanting to go to war against each other.
And I understand they're in the process of building a monument for Dwight Eisenhower in Washington.
Yes, currently there's a monument being considered for Dwight Eisenhower. The family is very honored that there is a monument being built, but the family would like to solicit input from the public. We would like to know what members of the public would want to see for the president. The family basically would like to see it built around his life's accomplishment, that of general and president.
Great. Well, thanks for your help today.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again.
Good luck, Minneapolis.
Yeah, thanks.
Välkomna till Minneapolis Uppsala vänortsförening.
Hey, we hope you'll get involved or learn about the Minneapolis Uppsala Friendship Committee. We're a committee of the American Swedish Institute. Our major exchange activity, our yearly exchange activity, is an exchange of educators between Minneapolis Public Schools and Uppsala Public Schools, but we have a lot of ad hoc exchanges, many of them to do with music. If you want to find out more about the activities between Minneapolis and Uppsala, you can contact the American Swedish Institute in its brand new addition or home on Park Avenue. Uppsala is a big university town just like Minneapolis, and we do try to foster some connections between the two universities. The law schools have an exchange, and we welcome your interest. Please get in touch with the American Swedish Institute. Thanks.
Buenas tardes, buenos días para todos los que nos están escuchando. Mi nombre es Rolando Borja, soy copresidente de las ciudades hermanas Minneapolis-Cuernavaca. Los queremos invitar a participar con nosotros. Búsquenos en Facebook. Welcome. This is Rolando Borja from Minneapolis-Cuernavaca, Sister Cities. Please join us and look for us on Facebook. We would like to be your friends and you become our friends. Look for us on Facebook.
السلام عليكم وأهلا بكم إلى الأخوية بين مدينة نجف ومدينة Minneapolis. And if you would like to find out more about the IRP program, which is the Iraqi American Reconciliation, you can find out from the website at info@reconciliationproject.org.
Hi, I'm Coventry Cowens. I'm with the International Leadership Institute, and we are the host of the Eldorets Kenya relationship for Minneapolis. And if you'd like to contact us, we can be reached at www.internationalleadership.org.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Teresa Palacios Olso y quisiera invitarlos a conocer Santiago como una ciudad hermana con Minneapolis. Estamos en la celebración hoy en julio 14, y para conocer más sobre Santiago puedes visitar nuestra página de Facebook que es Sister Cities, Santiago Sister Cities, y puedes contactarme en el email de my email Teresa P. Olson@comcast.net. So, muchas gracias y Santiago es feliz de entregarles toda su información. Gracias.
The next song is actually the dance is when the farmers, after their harvest is done, and they have some kind of festival. And these dances, it's like a dance in harvest, after the harvest time at the farmers and the villages.